At Manhattan University, a graduate degree is not out of reach. You'll gain real-world skills, credentials employers value, and connections to New York City's top companies. Choose from their new Master of Science degrees in Healthcare Informatics, Digital Marketing and Analytics, Business Analytics, or Financial Analytics, all built around hands-on learning and industry partnerships. Graduate ready to lead, not just work. Take the next step at manhattan.edu/graduate. Manhattan University. Lead the future.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I want to talk to Lara Trump. Her show, My View, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. on Fox News, is amazing. She's been with us just about every week for the better part of 3 years, and she's great. I texted her yesterday after her appearance at Rachel Campos. I go, you're so great. Here she is, Lara Trump. Lara, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you, Sid? What a time to be an American, right?
It's exhausting. It's great and exhausting at the same time. But I really loved what you did all weekend long on Fox, talking about the mayor's wife. You know, I had my little thing with the mayor last week, and, you know, I had a lot of Democrats. One night alone, they all came at me. Everyone, Lara, you name it. Kathy Hochul, Bill de Blasio, Richie Torres, Letitia James. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Demanding this, demanding that. And then 2 days after that, it's exposed that his wife liked somewhere between 70 to 100 graphic, grotesque pictures on October the 7th. And he gave out what I thought was the most ridiculous answer I've ever heard. And listening to you, I know you agree.
Oh, well, 100%. Listen, anyone who could have seen what happened on October 7th in Israel to absolutely innocent women, children, elderly people, simply because they were Jewish, the torture that they endured, I mean, the brutalization, it was so sick. And every single person, especially a person who is married to the mayor of a city with the largest Jewish population in America, should be condemning that. But instead, what did she do? She liked all of these posts. She saw what happened and said, you know what? This seems like a great thing. And it's so great that I'm actually going to go out of my way to like social media posts about it. It's disgusting on so many different levels. But what I said on Fox, I'll reiterate here, which is that maybe she's just very outspoken and forward with how she thinks. And maybe we're still learning what the mayor actually thinks, because if you look back not too long ago, Sid, he wanted to globalize the Intifada. He has had some very unsavory things to say and seemingly anti-Semitic things to say. And I think he's tried to walk himself back from that, but maybe this is who they really are. And that is a really scary thing, I know, to a lot of Jewish New Yorkers.
Not seemingly. When you don't demonize the Intifada, that's anti-Semitic. When you refuse to recognize Israel as a Jewish state, that's anti-Semitic. When you walk up and down the streets like Mahmoud Khalil, like he's Martin Luther King Jr., that's anti-Semitic. When you blame temple goers instead of a pro-Hamas crowd outside of Park East Synagogue, that's anti-Semitic. I'll give you 30 cases. And to be honest, Lara, the reason why I got in trouble last week, and believe me, I'm a hero now. But the reason why initially I got yelled at was because I was angry with your father-in-law. I said, I don't get it. I mean, last week he called out Tucker Carlson. Finally, that took a long time. Jewish people can't stand him. And he keeps being nice to this guy. I know he's got a plan, but you got to understand, Jewish people like me in New York, we don't want to hear the plan. This is months and months of the guy that I love. I don't love your father-in-law. I adore him, okay? And to watch him sit there and smile and say this guy's a good guy. He's not a good guy. He shares every single thought his wife does. He proved that with his comments on Friday. So the question is, when is your father-in-law going to come along with the rest of us and tell the truth about Mamdani?
Well, I think he gets it. I think he's seen the same things we have. And look, part of our family is Jewish. His daughter, my sister-in-law, Ivanka, and her entire family are Jewish. So he takes this stuff very seriously. But he also takes very seriously the idea that he wants the greatest city on earth, New York City, to come back. And my God, how many people more can we have actually destroy New York? You know, we've lived through some pretty bad mayors in that city. And we want to get back to a place where we really can see New York flourish and blossom, and we want businesses to come back, and we want, people to look at New York as this shining city that it always was. It's really kind of been destroyed. So I think his hope was, you know what, maybe if I give a little grace to this guy by at least playing nice with him. Don't forget, Donald Trump is the consummate businessman. He's negotiated with the best of the best in the entire world. And I think his thought was maybe we can make some good things happen here for the people of New York. Now, I can tell you that I guarantee you he does not agree with any of the sentiments as we've just been talking about here with the mayor's wife and the things that the mayor himself has said and done in the past.
Listen, that I know. I mean,
that aside, he wants to see good things happen for that great city.
And I agree with that, but I'm here to tell you, as I stood up on stage with your father-in-law, the honor of my life, I must say, night 3 of Hanukkah, East Wing White House. You saw that video. It was amazing. His patience is going to run out. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to run out. Right? Am I right?
No, you're 100% right. Because listen, he only takes so much for so long, and he's played nice, and he's tried to make positive things happen here. But you're exactly right. There will come a point where we know Donald Trump is not afraid to call him like he sees them and to call people out, and this will be no different. I promise you that.
I know you got about 3 minutes. You got to run. This is the great and lovely Lara Trump. Lara, tell me about the Iran war. Your father-in-law has called it a complete victory. When asked to describe it 1 to 10, he's saying a 15. They've wiped out all of the leadership, a couple of levels now. We knew about Khomeini and the first 40 that Saturday. They've done it a couple of times now. Why anybody would want that job? The Khomeini son has it now. It's just a death sentence. They're crazy, these people. But there is one minor fear here. You love what the president is doing. We know Iran, terrorism. We know all the people they've killed. Americans. Forget about Israelis. Forget about Jews, Americans. But the fear is the oil, right? And the oil prices now $100 a barrel. I had John Katzmatidis on earlier. He's an oil, mogul. And he said, listen, it'll be short-term pain, like DJT says, followed by real good prices and an economic boom for this country. Also include Venezuela in that mix. That's what DJT is saying. I'd imagine that's what you believe, yes?
Oh, 100%. And I mean, listen, this was an absolute necessity to end this horrific regime. And these people who have not just said, you talk about Americans, Israelis, Jews, talk about their own people. How many Iranians has this crazy regime, these terrorists, killed at this point, tortured at this point? They're the number one state sponsor of terror around the world, despite the fact that 53 Democrats don't agree with that, which is absolutely insane. But yes, of course, the oil is of utmost concern to, I think, to a lot of people, including the president. But you're right. We have Venezuela. We're going to see a lot more starting to come out there. And I think people understand that this was something that had to happen. I had on my show on Saturday night Reza Pahlavi. He's the exiled crown prince of Iran. He and his family were run out of the country 47 years ago when this regime took over. He talked about the fact that this is a country who wants to be a democracy. They want a democratic rule there in Iran. And he talked about the fact that there's $1 trillion, he believes, that can be, invested here in America from the country of Iran if you have the right leadership there, and if there's freedom there, and if the people are able to do what it is we know they want to do, and including in that, of course, is oil. I think you're going to have to, as Americans, we have to take a beat and say, thank God we had a president who was bold enough and brave enough to stand up and do the right thing here in Iran to protect the entire world, including especially Americans, from these crazy people who wanted to develop a nuclear weapon. We know they were continuing to do it, and we just can't afford that here in our country or anywhere else around the world. Short-term pain, long-term gain, that's what this president is all about.
I can live with that. The Reza interview was great. I saw it, and I know that a lot of the Iranian people, even my friend Reza Farahan, he's not Reza Pahlavi, Reza Farahan, he's a Bravo TV star. He's on the Shahs of Sunset living in Los Angeles. He wants Pahlavi to take over and be the ruler, too. I know a lot of the folks on the ground feel that way, too. Your show is great on Saturday nights, Lara. You get the best guests. You're a great interviewer. My View, 9 p.m., Saturday nights on Fox News. You're terrific. Thank you for giving me some time this Monday morning. It's an important day. The absolute best, Lara. Thank you so much.
You got it, my friend. Thank you.
God bless you. Lara Trump right there back here on Sid and Friends in the morning on her busy Monday.
This is Greg Kelly. Donate now to Toys for Tots, which works year-round. Go to toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots supports children in need throughout the year with programs like the Toys for Tots Literacy Program. Established in 2008, it has provided over 63 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots Literacy Program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources that enhance their ability to read and communicate effectively. Go to toysfortots.org.